So we talked a lot about things like cancer and burns and other things that can attack your skin. But even if your skin changes color, that can indicate something about your overall health. And one such color it can turn is the shade of orange. And as you can see, this poor baby and this person compared to this person, and yeah, so what's happening? They have a condition called carotenemia. So they have high levels of a chemical or a class of chemicals we call carotene. And that sounds like carrot, right? So it's kind of orangish. So carotene is an orange pigment. And what can happen is like if you have a baby, this is often seen like say a baby really likes eating or eating carrots as baby food. If you feed them enough carrots, they can actually turn out like this baby here because the carotene you eat in your diet can actually be absorbed into your skin and pigment your skin and color it that orange color. So yeah, carotenemia sounds like carrots. So carotene is actually not only it can be converted into vitamin A, and actually vitamin A is part of a class of chemicals called carotenoids. So this is a family of compounds including vitamin A's. You actually have all these structures. Again, don't worry too much about memorizing the structures. Just know that they're all kind of very similar in structure and they all kind of have that orangish color. So vitamin A has that kind of yellowish or orangish yellow color. So things that these are fat soluble vitamins and compounds. So if you want to actually absorb more carotene and get more vitamin A into your diet and absorb that from your diet, you might want to add a little more of the lipids and fats because if it's this is how it dissolves and kind of gets transported in your body, you want to have enough of these fats so that you can dissolve this vitamin A and make it easier for your body to absorb this vitamin A. Now, the cool thing is that carotene can actually contribute to your skin color. So it's not just melanin and hemoglobin. Carotene from your diet, again, you don't produce your own carotene, but by eating a lot of carotenoids, you can actually change your skin color. And here's a news article. So eat your way to a better tan. So why might this be a better tan than the typical spray tan? Well, spray tans, they're only covering the stratum corneum and it's a very superficial layer. That's why even if you get a really good even spray tan coloring, what happens eventually? Well, your stratum corneum is always shedding, right? So this is why spray tans, they start looking flaky and patchy after a while. But if you have all these carotenoids throughout your bloodstream, where is that going? That's going more widespread across your body. It's also deeper because, again, you have all those blood vessels that are deep inside your skin. So now you're delivering this kind of undertone of orange color. So I haven't tried it myself, but if it works for you, let me know. So yeah, natural tan. So again, thing is that you don't have produce your own carotenoids, but if you kind of have carotenoids in addition to your own melanin and hemoglobin, that can kind of give your skin a natural, healthy orange glow, in addition to your regular skin color. Yeah, lots of studies backing up that you can or you can add skin or pigments from plants and kind of alter your skin color using the pigments from these plants in your diet. Okay, what's happening here? So what we see is that these people, what color is this? Yeah, this is a bluish color, and the term for this bluish tint is called cyanosis. So a common cause of cyanosis is lack of oxygen to the area of that skin. Now, the common misconception, when you have blood that's deoxygenated, the blood isn't actually blue. It's actually really dark red. But when you have that blood underneath all those layers of skin, what happens is that that dark red color reflects blue light. So this is why these people, their skin appears blue. They have a lack of oxygen, but that very dark red blood that has a lack of oxygen is reflecting blue light, causing that blue color. And this is actually a very interesting case. So this is a case of the blue fugates, and they have a mutation in their hemoglobin molecule that actually causes it to have a blue color underneath their skin rather than the typical red color. And the reason why I think I have to look up the original article, but it's due to inbreeding and this kind of mutation forming. Yeah, so this mutation got amplified in this family, and this is the reason why they look blue. Their skin looks blue in color. It's due to a mutation in hemoglobin. Okay, so what do we have here? So what color is the skin in for these people? It's red, and the term for redness in the skin is erythema. So actually when you see that root word eryth, that refers to a reddish color. Now what causes erythema? Well, we already covered some things like hot climates, rosacea, flushing, infections, acne. So erythema is caused by redness to an area. That can be due to anything that causes increased blood flow. Maybe even like infections can cause that as well. So do I want you to know a laundry list of everything that causes erythema? No, I just want you to know the medical term for this redness. And what do we have here? So we cover it. It's not orange now. Now these people, now look, especially look at the sclera, the white, or what was supposed to be the white of his eyes. And this poor baby right here, they have something called jaundice. And if you know French, well, what's the French word for the color yellow? It's jaune, right? So jaundice comes from the French word for yellow. So what causes jaundice? What causes that yellow color? Is some sort of pigment. And actually, it's related to another pigment we already know, and it's heme, which gives hemoglobin its red color. So heme, when red blood cells die in your body and they're ready to be recycled, this heme gets metabolized and changed in different ways. And bilirubin is a yellow color. So bilirubin is eventually secreted by your liver into your digestive tract and your colon, where it eventually becomes stercobilin. And sterco is actually a Latin term referring to feces, aka poop. So then stercobilin is why, again, feces is typically brown. So your liver is very important in converting heme to this yellow bilirubin and the stercobilin. Now, here is a hepatitis virus, and a few years back we had a problem with people eating contaminated raw scallops from a certain sushi restaurant, and these scallops were contaminated with hepatitis A. So HEPA is actually a very important root word, especially for next semester. You should know HEPA refers to the liver. So hepatitis is inflammation of the liver, and it's being caused by this virus. So things that when the liver is being attacked by this virus, it's not functioning as well. So remember heme metabolism. So the liver is important from converting heme into bilirubin, and then actually excreting that bilirubin into your digestive system, so it can end up in your feces as this brown stercobilin. So again, your liver is important for that process. What if that hepatitis virus is affecting the liver and it's having a hard time doing what it normally does? Well, now it's going to have a hard time moving that stercobilin into your feces. So this is a common symptom of, I couldn't find a very non-graphical version of this, but pale colored feces is a classical symptom of hepatitis A. Now, without being able to excrete this bilirubin into your feces, where is that going to go? Well, it's going to remain in your body, so it's going to be circulating around your body. And if this yellow pigment ends up circulating in the rest of your body, what's it going to do to the skin? It's going to tinge the skin yellow. So if your bilirubin still stays in your bloodstream, then it can end up in your skin and cause this yellow color. But the funny thing is that this bilirubin has to go somewhere. And so if it can't go into the feces, it ends up going to your circulating in your blood and then getting filtered out into urine. Now, the chemical processes behind this is a little complicated, but here's the thing. I'll get to the punchline. It eventually converts bilirubin along the way as bilirubin is excreted into urine. And this is why another classic symptom of hepatitis is dark colored, or hepatitis A is dark colored urine. And actually, it's like I was talking to my friend, he had hepatitis A as a kid. And the thing is that luckily his mom was an RN, but he was feeling very fatigued. But that was what he saw. He said his urine was like Coca-Cola colored. And that's due to the bilirubin being excreted through his urine, which should have been in his feces, but ended up in the urine. So again, this is classic symptoms of hepatitis.